Hello and welcome. My name is Matthew Fischbach, and I'm an undergraduate researcher with the Chad Myers Lab this summer, and I will be talking about my imputation pipeline for new generation reference panels. So, we know that reference panels have grown tremendously in the past 10 years and will only continue to do so, which is great because this is going to lead to improved accuracy. However, imputation programs also need to keep up and continue to be computationally efficient with these larger reference panels, as well as still being able to scale to these new sizes that we're seeing. Also, GWAS data can have restricted access, which means that using, say, an online imputation service would be impossible to use, and an in-house script for imputation would be much more beneficial. So here I present my pipeline to overcome some of these obstacles by looking at two imputation programs, Minimac4 and Impute5. Here's just a quick overview of my methods that I've used. You can see these last two boxes here, accuracy analysis and data quality check. They are faded because I have not gotten to that step yet. They are still a work in progress. However, I do have accuracy analysis that I will be, some of it, that I will be sharing later on. So the first one we'll look at is Impute5, which I found to be very efficient computationally. I believe this is due to a few reasons. First of all, that it is able to have an input of a BCF file, and that I found out BCF has just really kind of blown VCF out of the water in terms of efficiency. And because of that, I decided to also use Shapeit4 for prephasing, which then can keep everything in the BCF format. Additionally, Impute5 implemented a new reference file format, imp5, and this is an indexed reference file, which Beagle 5.1, Minimac4 do not have or possess. But I believe this really makes Impute5 much more computationally efficient using indexed reference file for reading. Minimac4 I found to be very efficient memory-wise. However, it only uses VCF files, and like I just said previously, that does tend to slow down the pipeline as a whole. Because of that, I'm not able to really use as many tools as I'd like to streamline the pipeline. So I've used a Conform GT from Beagle for aligning reference data with the target data, and I've also decided to use Beagle for prephase. However, Shapeit4 can also be used, but like I said before, it was nice to have that continuity with the BCF files, and same thing with the VCF. And then with Minimac, you can actually impute two ways, with and without parameter estimation. And that can be shown with the results here. The parameter estimation occurs with the Minimac's special reference file format, the M3 VCF. And if you do not supply parameter estimation upon the creation of that reference format, then you would need to provide a genetic map file, which are easily available and obtainable. Why you would not want to do parameter estimation is that it does take a very long time, more so than just creating the actual M3 VCF file format. However, we can see with the bolded numbers here, between Minimac4 with and without parameter estimation, which ones came out to be better. And we can see that average R-square, average MPR-square, and average info scores did much better with the parameter estimation at 0.05 to 50% minor allele frequencies. The average info score here I added in because Impute5 only outputs a info score, and many papers have claimed that these quality accuracy metrics between the R-squared with Minimac4 and the info score with Impute5 are fairly similar, and we can kind of see that with some of these correlations that we're seeing here. I don't have any accuracy information for Impute5, however, I do have a little bit of information about how long these programs took, about the memory usage that was that each program had. And each of these programs were run with 12 CPUs, and Impute 5 did have some variance between how much memory it would use per CPU. Lastly, I'd just like to give some acknowledgments and thanks to Chad Myers and all the people and resources of the Myers Lab. Thank you to Wen Wang for all of her guidance and support for me throughout this project and this summer. I'd also like to thank Zhangtong Liu for providing his work on a previous imputation pipeline assessment and helping me to really get mine started. Thank you, and I hope to see you at the Zoom call.